This is Break Fast, a segment about how long I fasted before breaking, how much weight I've lost since my last fast, what foods I'm breaking it with, and how many calories I consumed, how long my eating window was, my weight after refeed, how I'm feeling, and what's next. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to episode 10 of Break Fast. This is actually a special episode today because this is 10 consecutive 90 plus hour back-to-back fasts. And with 10 episodes in, I kind of really want to get nerdy with the numbers this time around. So we're going to go through that, kind of just show you my averages and, the best and worst of my numbers. So this 10th 90 plus hour fast lasted me 92 hours and 30 minutes. I completed this on May 11th. So if we look at all of these fasts, you'll see that number 2 was my shortest fast at 90 hours and 7 minutes, and the longest was number 7 at 115 hours and 26 minutes. The reason number 7 was that long was because I was trying to break into the 140s by the end of April, before May hit, and so I extended my fast an extra day. And then if we average all of these out, I averaged 92 hours and 12 minutes overall. And as far as weight goes, I weighed in at 146.4 pounds. Again, this was on May 11th, and the previous 90-hour fast, I weighed in at 147.2 pounds. So a loss of 0.8 pounds. It's not typically the amount I normally lose. It's a bit less this time, but being in the 140s, I said this in my previous episode, this is new territory for me. So I just think as I get closer to goal weight, I don't know if those numbers, if I'm going to lose as much as I have lost in the past. With that being said though, if we look at the very first 90-hour fast when I started doing these back-to-back ones, I weighed in at 159.6 pounds, and this was on April 4th. And then if we compare that to my most recent fast, I have lost 13 pounds even. And then if we go further back, not when I was doing back-to-back 90-hour fasts, but just in general, when I started September 12th, just starting to fast in general, my weight was 220.2 pounds, and then that puts me at over 73.5 pounds that I've lost overall. So not bad. I'm pretty happy about that. I can't complain. But again, let's dig into that and let's talk about those numbers. So you'll see here that the very first 7 90 plus hour fasts that I had averaged over a pound of weight loss. And then number 7 is in asterisks because that was my 115 hour fast where I lost 2.4 pounds because again, I was trying to break into the 140s. And then if we look towards the bottom, you'll see fast number 8 and number 10. That was the least amount of weight that I lost at 0.8 pounds. Now, before I show you guys what I broke my fast with, let me go over again why I fast at 90 hours. 90 hours isn't a magic number that I just came up with. 90 hours is something that I have done or that I came up with because of trial and error, because I've been fasting for over 8 months, because I eat a lot and I eat, really big refeeds. So much so that if I fast for 90 hours and I eat the way I do, I can still lose weight. That's why I do 90 hours. You might not have to do 90. You can probably do something less if you don't eat as much as I do. There are a lot of factors that play into this, but if you want to talk about it, leave a comment. If you're looking for that, maybe quote magic number, I don't really want to call it that, but if you're looking for a fasting number that can give you weight loss because you eat more than, the typical average number of calories per day, then maybe we can try to figure something out and I'll help you there. But we can talk about that later. Let's get into the food here and I'll show you what I ate. Again, I started with a salad. This time it was a buffalo ranch salad. This is something that I've had in previous refeeds. I didn't add chicken to it, even though I typically do, but that's because I actually had chicken later. So just the salad, 560 calories. And then I had Brussels sprouts, steamed, salt, pepper, garlic, 120 calories. And then I also had green beans that I steamed. I actually didn't care for the texture. it was a little too mushy. I actually prefer these in the oven, but same seasonings, 60 calories. And then I had Buffalo Wild Wings, 10 boneless wings, hot barbecue, garlic parm, and ranch, 1,120 calories. And then I had chips and salsa, 625 calories. And then even though I typically leave dessert for last, I ended up having some of my dessert in the middle. This was a slice of lemon cream pie. This was actually really good, 920 calories. And then I went to Wendy's. I wanted a burger. I haven't had a burger in a minute. And I ordered the jalapeno bacon cheeseburger, which was actually pretty good. So the description on this is it's a 1/4 pound of beef with pickled jalapenos, applewood smoked bacon, American cheese, crispy fried onions, and a savory cheese sauce with a smoky jalapeno sauce. I liked it. I would probably eat it again. This was 990 calories. Actually, I take that back. I also had 4 spicy chicken nuggets with honey mustard sauce. That totaled out to 990 calories. And then I had 2 bananas, 4 potassium, 210 calories. I did eat an entire tin of cashews, again, 1,280 calories. And then I finished it off with half of a pumpkin pie, which was about 1,400 calories, which totaled out to 7,285 calories. And I finished all of this in 3 hours and 55 minutes. So again, almost 7,300 calories in under 4 hours. And it's weird because, yeah, this is the most caloric wise that I've eaten since I've started actually logging how much I'm eating. But I didn't feel, particularly full after this refeed. Not as much as I did on refeeds number like 7, 8, and 9. For this one, I felt fine. I mean, I was full, but I wasn't like crazy full. I mean, I felt pretty good. And, I kept under the 4-hour time limit I've been giving myself because this is something I want to give myself throughout the entire month of May. But we'll talk about that in a bit. Let's actually dig down in the numbers of the calories I've been eating since fast number 1, or refeed number 1. That's what I meant to say. Okay, so if we look at my very first refeed, that was at around 4,700 calories, and that was the lowest out of all my refeeds. And the reason that was, if you watched my previous episodes of Breakfast or my very first one, the reason I ate 4,700 calories was because I felt really weird eating in front of the camera. And even though I was still hungry, because I ended up going to bed hungry and doing another 90-hour fast, which was fine because it benefits me. But at the same time, I wish I could have eaten more. But a lot of that has changed now since I've been doing it repeatedly. And you'll see if you look at fasts or refeeds numbers 6 through 9, they were almost exactly the same at around 6,300 calories. And then if we were to average all 10 of these out, it averages out to 6,287 calories. Let's go ahead and talk about my weigh-in after refeed. On May 12th, I weighed in at 151 even, a 4.8 pound gain, which again puts me on average to what I normally pack on after a refeed, anywhere between 4 and 6 pounds. My last refeed weigh-in, I was 151.8, so still a decrease overall. But let's also talk about my eating windows. When I first started out on this journey, I gave myself an 8-hour eating window, which is why the first refeed was wide open at over 7.5 hours. Since then, I've slowly closed that gap over the course of, these last 10, with numbers 8 through 10, my new goal of under 4 hours. That was the goal I gave myself for the month of May, and it's still continuing. No more than a 4-hour window for anything over a 90-hour fast. Right now, my average eating window is at 4 hours and 48 minutes overall, but as I continue to do these, that should average under 4 hours pretty soon. And that's that. So right now, it's almost midnight. It's almost going to be the 15th of April. And on the 15th of April at around, I think 6 p.m. or so is when my 90-hour fast ends. And I think if I don't get crazy and I don't get super hungry, I think I'm going to fast for another day. I think I'm going to do another 115-hour fast. And the reason I plan on maybe pushing it another day is because I am pretty close to getting under 145 pounds. And if I can get under that 145, that might put me on pace to get into the 130s by June 1st. And that's a goal that I would love to get to. You know, when I started the month of May, I said I was only going to get down to 143.6 to lose only 6 pounds. But I don't know. I kind of want to give a challenge to myself and see if I can maybe hit 130s or the 130s. Don't quote me on that. This is just where my head is at right now. I could wake up tomorrow and be completely starving, but we'll see. And I'll keep you guys up to date. Otherwise, I've been feeling good just like I have in the past. Nothing really crazy or anything has changed since then. Still doing my I'm still doing my hour of cardio every day. Again, I need to get better about doing body weight exercises. I just miss, going to the gym. I miss being able to lift weights. It's something that I was really getting used to over the last couple months, and to not have that now, I just feel like I've probably lost, a good amount of muscle. If I did have it or not, I don't know. We'll see. But I know my progress as far as like doing bench press and everything else I was doing at the gym is probably, nowhere close to where it was when I stopped going. Was that over a month ago now since they closed it down? It's been, I think, well over a month and a half. Anyway, at this point, I think I'll leave it at that. Again, guys, if you have any questions or concerns, or you're trying to get like some advice, or you just need some accountability or some help with your weight loss, or your fasting protocol or whatever, feel free to leave a comment. Be a subscriber, subscribe to my channel. Let's talk about it. Be accountable. You can use me as accountability, and I'll be happy to help you out. And I think that's important, especially for the very last leg of what I'm trying to do. And I mean, I'm still going to continue even after I get to my goals, because I don't think those goals are coming for a long time. Because even if I hit that magic number weight wise, that number is only a number. Really, it's more about like how much body fat I lose, how much muscle I can pack on. And, there's a lot to learn, and I only know so much, and even just learning from the community helps me a ton. So, again, I'll leave it at that. Yeah, 10 in a row. We're going for 11, and who knows how long I'll keep going with it. Maybe until the very end, until I get to that, 10% body fat. I don't know why I quoted that 10% body fat that I'm trying to get to. If I can really lean out, I would love to, but we'll see what happens. So until the next one, guys, I'll catch you soon. Have a good one.